Indian Army targets rebel funeral, 1 killed, 2 injured. A woman whose brother was killed inside the residence of Farooq Abdullah, India's Member of Parliament and Kashmir's former top elected official, argues with Indian security officers outside the residence, on the outskirts of Jammu, India, Saturday, August 4, 2018. Security guards posted at the residence of Abdullah shot and killed a young man after he allegedly forced his entry into the residence on Saturday, top police officer SP Vaid said. Vaid said the man traveling in a car was unarmed and gate crashed into the residence in southern Jammu city. He scuffled with security guards before he was shot to death. AP photo, Chani Anand, Srinagar, India. AP, a young man was killed and 2 other people wounded when India's army fired at a funeral of a rebel in disputed Kashmir on Saturday, police and residents said, as 7 rebels and an Indian soldier were killed in gun battles in the region. Soldiers descended on a village in the suburbs of southern Shopian town as thousands gathered to participate in the funeral of a rebel killed along with 4 others in a gun battle with government forces in a neighboring village early Saturday, said top police officer SP Vaid. Vaid said the soldiers were acting on a tip that a group of militants had come to the funeral and came under a barrage of stones thrown by local residents. Locals said clashes erupted after soldiers fired live ammunition at the funeral procession, killing 1 person. 2 others were wounded. Earlier, army soldiers and counterinsurgency police cordoned off a neighborhood in the suburbs of southern Shopian town overnight, leading to an exchange of fire with rebels, police said. 1 militant was killed overnight while 4 more died early Saturday. The fighting sparked protests and clashes as hundreds of residents tried to march to the site of the battle to help the militants escape. Government forces fired warning shots, shotgun pellets and tear gas at the stone-throwing protesters, injuring at least 15 people, 3 of them critically. Separately, 2 rebels and a soldier were killed in the northwestern Zopur area on Friday, authorities said. Meanwhile, security guards posted at the residence of Farooq Abdullah, a member of India's parliament and Kashmir's former top elected official, shot and killed a young man after he allegedly forced his entry into the residence on Saturday, Vaid said. Vaid said the man traveling in a car was unarmed and gate crashed into the residence in southern Jammu city. He scuffled with security guards before he was shot to death. Abdullah was not at the residence. The slain man's family rejected the police version of the incident, saying that the residence was not on his route to the gym where he had gone in the morning. They sought an independent probe. There was no independent account of the shooting. India and Pakistan each administer part of Kashmir, but both claim it in its entirety. Most Kashmiris support the rebel cause that the territory be united either under Pakistani rule or as an independent country, while also participating in civilian street protests against Indian control. In recent years, mainly young Kashmiris have displayed open solidarity with rebels and sought to protect them by engaging troops in street clashes during military operations. Rebels have been fighting Indian control since 1989. India accuses Pakistan of arming and training the rebels, a charge Pakistan denies. Nearly 70,000 people have been killed in the uprising and the ensuing Indian military crackdown. Copyright 2018 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, written or redistributed.